Thank you for joining me on this rise. I hope your family, you and your family, is doing well on this rise. I appreciate you for watching this vid and subscribing to my channel. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, on this channel, what I do as a intuitive guide is help those who may be feeling frustrated or stuck or whatever, work through those feelings that may be due to childhood abuse or neglect or something like that, and how a lot of times those traumas and those abuses as a child get locked into our subconscious mind and it plays out in our lives. In doing that, it leads to talking about our conscious, the trinity of our consciousness. You have a conscious mind, a subconscious mind, which is the only two that most people talk about, but you also have a superconscious mind. And that is that field where we all can go to receive guidance, okay? Because we're connected to that source from which all things come from. And that source is worshipped in many ways and called by many names. But it is the source of all things. So that being said, if it is the source of all things, because listen, I want you to consider this. We, as far as we know, didn't create the trees. We didn't create the grass, the sun. As far as we know, we didn't, right? And we didn't create ourselves as far as we know. But we know that we exist. And we know these things have been existing for a very long time. It's axiomatic, right? I mean that it's self-evident that it exists. And this is what a lot of atheists say. It's just axiomatic. It's self-evident that the universe and our existence exists. That's it. Because when you think about if a creator created us, then who created the creator? And it could just go down a whole, that can just keep going on and on. So I had to think back on how I was healed from my own childhood abuse and my own traumas. And you can watch my other videos. I talk about traumas all the time. And thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for liking this video. This particular video, I'm gonna go a little deep, but not real deep, but a little bit deeper than I have been. If you want to really go in want me to go and expound, you can go on my website. The links will be at the bottom of this video to my 1-hour free workshop where I really delve into the trinity of your consciousness and who we are as divine beings. But I'm going to touch on it a little bit. So when thinking about our physical form, and we came here to experimenting with what we already know. But when we came into the physical form, that the memory of those things was white, sort of, kind of. Not all the way, okay? Our DNA carries all that information. a lot of information from many lives. And even through our parents' lives and lineage. Things are carried down through us because as a baby, you are part of your mother as a child, okay? As a embryo, you know, as a new energy coming into the physical form. So with those traumas or even traumas of your parents, because the father carries the seed, the father carries the vehicle by which the soul can enter to mate with the egg. It takes two. It takes that sperm, and it takes the eggs to allow us that portal to come through to be in the physical. Okay? When you were in your essence, in your energy form, let me see if I have something here just to give you a visual. Let me see. Okay. Okay, so when you were in your energy form, you decided that you wanted to come into the physical form. That's why I always, you know, when people would say, you know, the physical is the lowest form of creation, that never sat well with me. It never sat well with me because you as a physical divine being, you encompass everything. Everything in this construct that we are in, you are all the things that is here. And all these things are you. God, that song, you are everything, and everything is you. I think that was Earth, Wind, and Fire, I want to say. I could be wrong. But it's true. It's true. You are so powerful, more than you ever know, and you're so special. You are a special being because you encompass everything. And this is the reason I wanted to do this video, because it's been a lot of information that have been coming to my mind. It's been so much, so I wanted to get it in cohesive form, like always, because I can be all over the place. And then I have to break these down into several different videos because I don't like my videos to be real long, you know. But when you were coming, let me show you this. This is, I found this and I printed it out so I can show you. So what this is all of this sperm right here is going after this egg. This sperm is going after this egg. All of them traveling. Look at that. So all of these sperms have all of these souls inside of them. That's why they look like Q-tips. But they have all of these souls are inside here, inside the sperm. Yeah. And they come in to fertilize that egg. When the one that makes it, or the 2 or the 3 that makes it, that causes in like an explosion. That's how powerful you are. It causes an explosion so that you can start forming into the physical form, because you are starting anew in the physical. You are the highest, you are the most advanced technology in the universe. You are the highest technology in the universe. Look at that. All swimming to fertilize that egg. So when that happens, you know, it causes an explosion, and you start forming as a physical being, and you look like a clock first, and then, you know, it goes on and on, and you know the story. I'm not going to go into all of that. Everything that you know and everything that you were in your essence, you brung with you. You still have that. Okay? You still have that knowledge. You just don't remember it. Because just think, if you remembered that, you wouldn't be able to function in the physical form. You wouldn't be playing the game correctly. It's kind of like cheating, although we gave ourselves cheat codes. But because there were certain things that you wanted to know, you're gathering data. You're gathering data for this source. Okay, I'm not going to go into that. But you're gathering a lot of data, okay, for this source. And you are a part of that source, which makes you a divine being. Now, when I was looking for like some pictures to kind of give you a visual, because I'm a visual person. When I'm learning, I retain it better if I see it and can experience it a little bit. I retain it a lot better that way. But when I found that one with the sperms, and so what's coming to me is that you retained everything with you. Everything that you know it. You just don't know that you know it. That's why I always say you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you know, but you know it. Okay? So this is something I found, like, it's not a true depiction. You know, when they have these depictions, like on Google or whatever, and they always show you already in adult form, you know, with the light and everything. But that's not a true picture of you. But just to give you an idea, like these lights, that's what you were. You don't look like this, the human form. This is just to give you an idea. You actually look more like this. That's what you are. And then when you decide that you want to come be in the physical form, this light that I just showed you, that light of who you are, enters in here. Here. Not here. It's here. It's in the seed. In the seed. Just like the plant is the seed. You need the seed in order to get the fruit, the vegetable, the whatever. You need the seed first, right? So that's what this is. This is the seed to fertilize this. This the soil. This the soil right here, the earth. It's amazing. It's so amazing. So when you know, sometimes, you know, some of us have these gifts where things are downloaded, and when they're downloaded, it's not always readily easy to explain. You know, some things it's very challenging to explain. It really is, because you know it, you get it, you understand it. How do you explain it? You know, because some of this stuff gets really, really. And I know a lot of things that I talk about, it's not the norm that everyone else says. It's not. It's just not. It never was. There were, you know, I've been guided going back into my experiences and different things, and as I do these videos, I will share some of those experiences with you, and I may even write a book about him. And dreams, you know, that I've had. I'll probably do another video talking about the dreams that I had. I just kind of look like I'm dark under my eyes or something. It might be the lighting. I look like I got raccoon eyes. I'm gonna have to look at this video. Anyway, so that's what's happening. So a lot of times, you know, we give us women, we are very important because we're the soil. We are the soil by which our soul can grow within. And because we're coming into this physical form, everything in this construct we need. Magnesium, iron, is what I'm talking about. Gold, silver, what else? Selenium, you know, and all these different things, calcium, all this stuff is in the earth as well. Think about that. So you are the highest technology. You're very powerful because of that. Because you are a divine being and you also fit in the physical. Do you know how many spirits want to be physical? How many spirits want to be you? You are so special. I want you to know that no matter what you've gone through in your life, you made it through. You're functioning. You are right. Like I always tell you again, there's nothing about you that need to be fixed. You just need to know how things is working inside of you and how certain things is affecting you right now in your life. So it's important to pay attention to your spiritual side because there's a spiritual side, right? And there's a physical side of you. Spiritual, physical, and mental. You are the Trinity. And then within that Trinity, you have the Trinity of your consciousness, which is very important. And you have your emotions, right? I go through this on my workshop. And your physical. So, that being said, when I'm saying that you are everything, you embody everything. And that means the lowest of the low to the highest of the high. Okay? You can be evil. You can be evil. And you can be, for lack of a better word, you can be benevolent. You can be benevolent as benevolent. See? And all in between. And knowing that you have that much power and you embody all of that and you are everything in this construct, because everything was designed from you, basically, and for your health, for your being, for your learning, for your remembrance, and for your remembrance. So when people say that only good comes from God, you know, even as a child, I would be like, really? Because it's, well, okay. But he knows everything, right? You know what you was going to be before you got here, right? He created everything, right? Consider this. Everything, everything comes from source. Good, bad, ugly, beautiful, whatever. Because it's experiencing through all of us, all creation, all of this, what they already know. And when you are in your essence, you know it too. And you're collecting data each time you come. So this energy knows what it's like to be a giraffe, a lion. Look at this, consider this. Consider this, you have a lion, right? Which is in the canine family. And then you have all the variations of the canine family. All the way down to the quietest of the quietest, a cat in that family. Check that out. So in each creation, Source is experiencing within that creation all the variations of that creation, which is infinite. It's infinite knowledge. You as a divine being, from all of that knowledge gathered, was created the highest, so far, the highest technology of all of that data. Because a cat can only be a cat. A giraffe can only be a giraffe. You see? Grass can only be grass. A tree can only be a tree. But you as a human being, you as a divine being, in the physical form, you can be multiple things. You can change. You can do a lot of things. You can act like a dog. You can act like a cat. You can't be a dog per se. You can certainly act like one, though. You can act like an animal and be vicious. That being said, well, I'm not gonna go there yet. It was something that came to me. So when you came into this physical form, this light, see that light, that feel, that light, that essence became your Merkaba. That's your Merkaba. It's always with you, always with you. This light is always with you. You didn't leave it behind. You didn't drop it off. It's with you all the time. Once when I showed you the sperm, that spark, and then you became a clot, and then you started growing in your physical form, much like a plant. Much like a plant. And you, because of who you are, was assigned the guardian over this construct. And to let you know that you are a part of this construct and how important you are to this construct, everything is you. Want me to show you? Okay. Look at this. This is what I found. This was from Pharmacy Black. I love them. Look at this. What does that say? We are nature. This, let's see which one it is. This is a fingerprint. This is a fingerprint. No, let me see. This is a fingerprint. This is a tree. You know when you cut the tree? And this is your fingerprint. See that? Want me to show you more? Look at this. This right here, this is your lungs. This is what your the inside of your lungs look like. This is a not X-ray, but a what they call it? What they call them? They can see. That's what this is. That's your lungs. This is a tree. See that? That's why herbs heal us. They're good for us. That's why when you go out in nature, you feel comfortable. You feel good. You feel like this is where I belong. Because you are part of that. You are everything, and everything is you. Look at that. What does that say? This is your brain cell. This is the universe. I had to do this video for you because I haven't seen anybody else teaching you this and showing you this. And for some of you, this may seem real basic, but watch this video again. Sometimes the most basic things, or sometimes you can hear things again and hear it another way, and it opens up something else. I could show you so many things, you know, to just show you that how powerful you really are and that you're everything. No matter what you've gone through in life is the purpose of this. And why this was nudged for me to share these things. No matter what you've gone through, in your life, you can move past it. You're powerful. You're very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. You can endure a lot of things. You can endure a lot. You know, you ever seen those people, they've just gone through some horrendous things. And now they're motivational speakers, and they, you know, or they are successful in their businesses and things like that. And we look at them like they are gods, and they are. You're right, they are. And so are you. So are you. So are you. You are God and goddesses walking in this construct. And because of that, you don't need fixing. You're not broken. Something happened to you. You experienced something that was pretty harsh. And evil got a hold of you. And it adjusted some things in your subconscious mind. And as a child, you made up a story to survive that. And because you survived that, your subconscious mind chooses the path of least resistance, and your subconscious mind attracts that back in your life. Or when you attempt to do something new or different, your subconscious mind puts up a wall and blocks it. And you think, man, I'm just unlucky. Nothing ever works out for me. It's not that. It's just your subconscious mind, its whole job is to protect you. That's why I showed you who you are. That's why I wanted to start out showing you who you are and telling you how powerful you are. and you can thrive and be the happy person. But I want you to consider embracing everything. You have to embrace everything in order for you to release your divinity. In embracing everything, good, bad, all the different infinite possibilities, all the different infinite possibilities of one choice in your life. So is it possible that you can have money? Yes. Is it possible that you can have a lot of money? Yes. Is it possible that you can have a lot of money? Yes. Is it possible that you cannot have no money? Yes. Is it possible that you can step out of your home and get robbed? Yes. Is it possible that you can step out of your home and somebody gift you with a couple $100? Yes. Because you are a divine being. You are God and goddesses walking around here. You're experiencing all kinds of things from the time that you came in the physical form, depending on your parents and your environment and all of that contributed to what you will experience and what you're going to experiment with. And all the depths of that. I hope you're grasping this. So I think I'm going to do another video on the different emotions and just putting them, because there's no, listen, they say, your chakras, the chakra, the energy centers, chakras, and the one that's in red is your lower chakra, and you're in your lower chakra list, and that's your that chakra is for your physical existence, taking care of your physical stuff, when you think about yourself and things like that. Everything is perspective, and everything is just being put in its right perspective is what that is. So I'll do another video about that. But this video, I wanted to show you who you really are, who you really are, who you really are. And you are everything. That means you're good, you're bad, you're evil, you're kind, you're beautiful, you're ugly, you're all that. You're big, you're small, because we live in a duality. We live in a world of duality. And within that duality, it finds each other. Okay? So there's gonna be, it goes, whenever good is rising, evil is gonna try to catch up. You see? The thing is to put it in its right perspective. This here in its right perspective. So there is a place for anger. I'm not going to start that right now. I just wanted to give you a premise that you are everything. You're all of this. You're all of this. That's why you're so powerful, because you are all of that. And everything around you is made based on you. The computer is created based on your brain. Cars, when you look at cars, one time, Creator Source just really showed me the inside workings of a car is just like the body. Amazing stuff. So I'm already in this. Wow, time go fast, 35 minutes. But this was important because this was given to me a couple days ago, and I just had to sit with it and meditate on it and get it coerced, and I wanted to be visual with it as well. And I want you guys to really get this. You are everything. Everything. You're powerful. I keep repeating myself, I know, but I really want you to get this. And why? And why? And that alone begs for other questions. I may get into it. I'm not sure. But these are questions that I will want you to consider. So I will do another video. But just contemplate on what I've shown you today and what we talked about. I'm not sure. I know people talk around these things, but I haven't seen anybody really bring it to the physical, because a lot of spiritual people, they always want to dismiss the physical. The physical is important. It's important. You have to take care of your body. Take care of this, because it's inside of a Merkaba. Your energy, that energy vortex that I showed you, and that energy vortex changes colors. Yeah, it changes colors. It's like a mood ring. So it's very important. The physical as well as the spiritual, they're both there. Important, and they find their value in each other, just like the opposite polars. Just like a man and a woman, they find their value, and they each have their important important roles, importance of their beings, and when they come together and find each other, it's powerful. That energy is very powerful. So I'm going to go more into emotions and some other things, more about the chakras. Not so much, because that's not really my expertise. It's the chakra, but sometimes things will spill over, because everything is everything. Like Lauryn Hill said, everything is everything. It's true. Everything is everything. And you are everything, and everything is you. And with that being said, I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And thank you for subscribing. My links is at the bottom. Be sure and join my 1-hour workshop, where I go more in depth on these things. And if you want to go further, you can schedule your 15-minute mastery call with me, and then we'll see what program is for you. If you're feeling like you need some further guidance, I'm here for you. Okay? All right. I'll see you in the next video.